Let's.
Yeah. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the Unique Perspectives Podcast. I'm your host, Charles Dixon, and I'm here with my co-host, Mr. Adam Ford. How are you, sir?
What's up, everybody? What's good, family? What's going on? Hey, it's Friday evening. Who made it through another week? Thank God.
I'm trying to tell you, boy.
We made it through.
Be kicking your butt, man. You be like,
damn. Man, sometimes I just stay down. I just don't even get up. I just stay down.
Yeah.
Till the week is done.
Let's forget about it.
Y'all won another one. y'all keep on winning. Hey, it's all good. It's all good.
I'm trying to tell you.
Because I don't have to fight in me no more. I'm just gonna keep on, I'm just gonna lay on down to the next time around.
Yeah, that's it. Let's go ahead and chill. No more fights.
Just go ahead and chill. Yeah, you win again.
You win. We're not doing.
Here's your prize.
I'm trying to tell you. Can you hear me straight? Can y'all hear me straight out there?
I can hear you good.
Okay, cool.
Y'all let us know in the comments if y'all can hear Charles or not. Make sure he sounds.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I'm right. I don't want,
Make sure he's all right. He having technical difficulties over there.
Whatever. So, yeah, man. So, like I said, I guess it's been. I mean, the world has been the world. It's been the week. Still has been. I don't think there's been any really new developments to me, other than things that's already existing happening. You know what I mean? In the world, do you think something different? Is it something different?
No, it's been. I mean, not necessarily a quiet week, but pretty much, same old.
I see they starting to pick on old Roland Martin. I haven't listened to
man, I don't even want to.
They're picking on old Roland Martin. I'm like, boy, this is a bloodthirsty world, boy. That's the scary thing about today. Listen, man, today's world, you are like, man. So remember when Pilate brought Jesus before the people. This is today. This is that world. Wow. We are back in the times where if anybody do anything, you are brought up before the people.
Oh man, please! You got these little global devices in your pocket. At any moment of notice, they catch you in an embarrassing moment, something that's compromised, and you best believe you are on. You on air. You're on the air, and you ain't got to be a daggone network television show.
Yeah.
All you need is your phone and streaming, man. It's over.
But the sad thing is, so it's one thing for somebody to capture something about you, right? To capture you and be like, I thought Adam said he was vegan. They looking at you in the barbecue store order. I mean, the ribs and I'm just making a point. Right. So it's one thing for them to record you and say that. But what we do is we find out stuff. Then all these platforms, the shows and outlets talk about it, drag it out. So what I'm saying is, I don't think sometimes we really, and I go back to saying this all the time, we don't fully understand our effect on people. And sometimes, like, nobody's perfect, right? Everybody has their follies and their issues and things that happen. But if you could imagine, do you want someone to turn the light switch of your life on?
See, that's the thing.
See, if we don't say that, if you were allowed, somebody followed you home and we turned on your light switch, we'd be like, I didn't know. So my point is, some of this stuff, it may be entertaining in the moment, but the person it's about, people can be suicidal.
Yeah.
Like everybody has a totally different response to somebody blowing their life up. Everybody's not going to say, you guys suck, and then get offline for a little bit. Right. Some people are going to take that thing to heart, to mind, to the head. So, we got to be more mindful of that, because this era is hard on people.
I think we have just lost the value of what it means to be a human being, right?
For sure.
And we, because like you said, all of us have lives. And now the question is, what would you do if you were caught in a particular situation and it was made public? Something that was embarrassing, something that was compromised, something that would probably change your life and your family's life forever. Would you do the same thing in terms of airing it out like that? And I think when you put yourself in those people's positions, you have to take a step back and say, maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe I should just let them live their lives as they should. Man, as good as these, phones are, and as streaming is, and as live broadcasts are, I think we
abuse them.
We abuse them to be self-controlled. Not everything needs to be broadcast to everybody. Everybody don't need to know all everybody else's dirt. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing, though, Charlie. Here's the crazy part about it. Some of us will put our own selves out there. Correct. Our own dirty laundry out there.
Correct.
And I'm like, what is wrong with you? Yeah. Why would you do that to yourself like that? I'm like, somebody, I don't even want to say no names, but some of these people, I'm like, y'all need to stop.
Yeah,
y'all need to quit this madness. Y'all, you need to stop doing this and go to therapy. Wow. You got some stuff that you need to work out right now. And this is not it. This is not it for you. You need to work this stuff out.
Wow.
You need some healing in your life.
Wow.
Dare I say, you need Jesus.
Man, it's like Jesus. We off the hook on this thing. I'm trying to tell you.
It's just crazy, yo. It's crazy.
Yeah. All right. So today, Mr. Adam, we have a pretty interesting topic.
Do we? Is it?
We're talking about marriage material. Says who? Says who will implies, okay, we all think, Adam, we are ready for the black tux, and the woman's ready for her beautiful dress and the whole gala. But who says so? Do we not care? Or let's get a little slightly scientific.
You want
everything, like if we're classifying, like materials in general are classified, right?
Okay.
And there's a process of developing said material. And when it's developed, like when the hypothesis is undergoes and all of those things, they go back and test it again and again sometimes. Then they say, okay, material X was hereby created on X date, and basically these are the baselines that verify said material.
Okay.
Like there's a baseline. There's no material that exists that doesn't have a proving baseline attached to it.
Right.
So with us as people, Adam, and of course we're not wood and metal, but we are humans. So as humans that we are, if we are going by the term marriage material, like I said to you before the show started, I think, to me, when I hear that, I think people say to themselves, marriage material means I feel as though I am definitely cuffable. They say cuff and see. So I'm cuffable. I am somebody that is worthy to be taken off the market, whether you're a man or a woman. Okay. Now, here's the thing. What are we gauging that by? Like, what are we measuring to say that? So really briefly, before we go into that, let's go into what the common definition for marriage material. Culturally, marriage material refers to someone believed to have the traits that make a viable, committed life partner. Communication skills, shared values, emotional support, trustworthiness, and willingness to work through conflict rather than run from it. Collectively, It's framed as an ongoing capacity, the ability to keep showing up, resolve agreements, and grow together rather than a fixed checklist you either pass or fail once. But two things complicate that clean definition, both of which feed directly into this. It's subjective and often used loosely.
Right.
It has a loaded, gendered history. So medium traces how the term has historically been used, especially towards women, to mean obedient, domestic, and tolerant of bad behavior, rather than genuinely partnership ready. Right. That's worth talking about. Okay. So the phrase has baggage and a chunk of what's called marriage material is really just compliance dressed up as compatibility. Ooh,
oh wow.
All right. Wow. Yes. So when we're talking marriage material, everybody in the land listening to the show Adam today are saying to themselves, I know I'm marriage material. Man or woman. So again, let's unpack this, Mr. Ford. You want to do that little read, then we can go from there?
No, I thought you already did the read, but okay.
No, that was the meaning. That wasn't the read.
Whatever. Anyway, marriage material, says who? Say it loud, I'm marriage material. See how easy that was? Everybody says it. Nobody's ever met a soul who isn't. It's the one resume on earth nobody asks you to prove until life does. Here's the truth that'll knock the wind out of you. Marriage material isn't something you are. It's who you become alone in the dark when nobody's watching or applauding. Because you were so busy looking for the one, you never became the one. Ooh. Read it one time. Because you were so busy looking for the one, you never became the one. You cannot embrace the married until you have mastered the single you. You can't offer a peace you've never held alone. You can't pour from a cup you never filled when the house was quiet. So before you say I do to somebody else, answer the question that'll leave you staring at the ceiling tonight. Would you want to be married to you? Oh, that's a really good question.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, let me find out. You try to put some
some
bombs up in here. Some truth bombs up in here. Marriage material. Everybody thinks they're it. Almost nobody's ready. That's I know somebody trying to write a little bit.
Yeah. So you got to think about it like this. Like people, like there are people who feel, Adam, that I think we confuse the ability to attract with the ability to retain. Because truthfully, if somebody is really marriage material, when I think of material, I'm not going to think about metals and things. I'm going to think about clothing.
Okay.
Like if you're talking about material, like you're saying, your marriage fabric.
Right. Okay.
So fabric is created for a purpose. It's not just everybody that goes in what's that place, Joann's Fabric or whatever. Joann's Fabric and all them other places like that. They go in there to say, ooh, I want to get these patterns so I can build or create something.
Right.
So the point of finding this person is to build, not to get the fabric and just to have it laying around or draped over your shoulder. So you're saying, so when I think of fabric, you got to say to yourself, does the other deem deem you wearable, fit for use?
Okay.
Do they deem you? That's our patent terms. Do they deem you fit for use? So you gotta say to yourself, "Am I fit for use?" And if you think so, do you tell yourself this, or has your actions told you this? Because really, our actions are the true teller.
Okay.
Like we weave in and out of it. Truth be told, we weave in and out of seasons of our lives that are really telling of us probably either not being ready material or probably at some points, this person evolved to be in a better spot.
Okay.
So I'm saying that to say marriage material doesn't always mean it's ready to be delivered. Sometimes clothes are produced and created and they never leave the what do you call it? The warehouse.
Yeah.
They're just created.
They're just created,
and right. they on back. They're just stuff. That's the matter of fact. The stuff that's created and left in the warehouse is often the things you see in Burlington, Ross, and those other places.
Well, what's interesting?
Yeah.
I know. I was just thinking real quick. There are even some like fashion houses when they have fashion shows.
Yeah.
Some of those garments that you see being modeled aren't necessarily wearable for the average person.
Yeah.
Right?
They're
because
tailored.
You need a certain type of person to wear this particular type of garment based on how the garment is made, which means that garment is not going to be something that's going to be suitable for public consumption. That garment has to be made. That garment is made for a specific body type.
Agreed.
So that when it's seen, it's shown in a certain light.
Wow.
Now, what happens when we get to Kohl's or we get to Burlington? They've taken that same, I guess the look of the garment, and they've kind of pared it down so that it can be consumed
for the masses,
by the masses, right? By the public.
It. Ooh, that's good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's an interesting thought there, sir.
Yeah. So that's why. So we need to think about like when we are saying. To me, when I think, and I could, be wrong on it, but to me, when I think of marriage material, I think of the thing that comes to mind is marriage behavior.
That's good.
And marriage behavior is just more, it's more to it than marriage desire.
Okay.
A lot of us, I think we get stuck between what our actual behavior is and our actual quote unquote readiness picture is with our marriage desire. And a lot of the times our marriage desire has lived with us for years since a child. We've either, if you're a boy, you see the man walking with his family and his kids, and you're like, oh, be a husband one day. If you're a woman, you have probably been told, you might not only have you seen it, but you've been taught that's what you should aspire to.
Wow.
In most functional situations, okay? Not all situations that the kids or the girls are even encouraged. Like, get that money while you can.
Right.
We tell our kids all kind of things. So it just depends on how you came up and what you saw. But traditionally, we desire marriage to be like, okay, I was taught that I should live my life in a way that exudes marriage material. Man should have a good job. He gonna work down. I worked down at the plant for 20 some years. I got these benefits, so I'm material. We got to separate. This is where we have to do the separating, Adam. Your job, your car, your house are not materials. I mean, they're materialistic things.
That's what you're saying. I get what
you're saying. They are not indicative of who you are.
Right.
These are the garments you put on to wear day to day, but they're not the fabric of who you are.
Exactly.
If you strip, a lot of times, Adam, what we forget is our jobs, our swag, our cars, our body types. If we cute, handsome, fine, those cause us to act in ways that we know draw attention. We already know if I put this on, if I go over here, if I drive over here, somebody's going to look. But how many of us on tonight, Adam, would be confident if you were naked? No job, nobody knew. When I say naked, I don't mean necessarily in the flesh, but I'm talking about if nobody knew you what kind of job you had, if nobody saw you as you were fine or your body was banging or what kind of car you drive, you were just on an assembly line and it was going through a factory. And when it comes up on you, will you have the same entourage saying, oh my God, they go Adam, or they're going to be like, here comes test person 3024. You're gonna go on by. They're gonna be like, oh, he can go on by. You know what I mean? So we gotta ask ourselves that what is making you feel you are marriage material?
Right.
Because you and I were joking, Adam, behind the scenes, and you were saying like your personality type, quote unquote, on paper would make you say, "Well, he ain't ready for marriage because he don't want to be bothered." You know what I mean?
No,
so
you're absolutely right. I mean, that's what I said. You know, for me, if I'm thinking about myself in terms of how I am and what I do and my behavior. Not that my behavior is reprehensible, no. Yeah. I mean, sometimes, but most of the time I'm okay. But I mean, because so my personality type is that of an introvert for the most part. I'm not an extreme introvert, but I do have a lot of introverted ways, tendencies,
for sure,
attributes, behaviors, if you will, which I would think, Charles, would disqualify me as marriage material. Because if you think about it, you would imagine at least that somebody who is marriage material would be somebody who likes to engage other people.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Who is social, right? Who can
open to your partner. Open
to your partner, more communicative, more expressive. Let's see what else. That the person who you are considering marrying, looks a certain way. Me, honestly, again, this is just me on me. I don't think I fit in the idea of marriage material.
Wow.
I don't think I mean, the crazy thing about it is that I'm married. So I'm talking like, wait, what? but that's how I think about it, because I don't think that people necessarily can be marriage material, because I think it's going to be different for everybody, and for you to have a type of, I guess it would be a measurement or a scale by which you are gauging or measuring people, whether or not if they qualify as measuring people as marriage material. I think you will come up with different results for every person
situation.
Because it would be subjective, right? Based on what your idea of marriage material is, right?
Wow.
Now, if you look at it from a general societal perspective, then we're naming particular things that we believe makes a person marriage material. And it's not that those things are wrong. But again, I really do believe it's going to be absolutely subjective per person. Each person is going to have their thing that makes it, they're the person that I want to marry. Now, let me say this too. Again, having said that, I don't believe I'm marriage material. I wasn't necessarily looking for just the idea of being married.
Got it.
I wanted and desired and desire, present tense, to be in a relationship with someone, to share my life with them. You know what I'm saying? So the whole idea of being something that is, again, it kind of goes back to the whole idea of the clothes that are on the high end, right? The fashion show, the couture, if you will. Right, that is a customized, right? Well, Charles, you're not for everybody's consumption. At least I don't think that you should be.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not for everybody's consumption, right?
Yeah.
And so when you find that person that fits you, couture, who is customized for you, couture. Right. I'm customized for them and they're customized for me.
Yeah.
Then we can go, okay, you might be the one.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? Because and I think because we're trying to find, and again, I'm not for public consumption. And I think because of the fact that, you're looking for the person, so you figure you have to be appealing to everybody else. That's really not the way this works.
Wow.
You really should only be attracting people that are in line with you. Because when you get into the idea of public consumption, then everybody gets a piece. Everybody gets to have a little bit of this. You know what I'm saying? You know, I like to always quote that dumb song. You can have a piece of my love. Piece of my love.
Yeah, not the whole thing.
Not the whole thing, but that's a piece of it. But when you put the idea out there that I'm for everybody and I'm looking for somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow! How do you do that? How do you quantify that? Like you said, you're for everybody, but you're looking for somebody.
But that's the thing. I'm not for everybody. I was for one person who I married.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying the material that you are works
for the relationship
for
that
that
I'm
person.
in.
Okay. For the person wearing, the person who needs your garment.
And the more that you're in relationship with this person, the more couture or customized
it becomes.
You become.
Which makes it hard for people to go to other marriages or other relationships because you're fit.
Them.
Your type has been fit for that person.
You're customized for them.
Yeah, for sure.
Every day is a day of customization. Where you become more customized for them. Because here's the thing, you learn more about them.
Yeah.
And they learn more about you. And so the both of you become more couture.
Yeah. That's good.
I'm gonna use that word right now.
Yeah.
You become more customized.
Okay.
Yeah, right, exactly. But you become more customized for them. So the marriage material idea, again, I think we're walking around with it in a very general sense, when in fact it's actually more a specific thing that you desire. That I am the thing that you want to have as a partner.
So let's push back just a little teeny.
You want to fight? Let's go.
All right.
Square up. Let's
go. Dion says it's subjective, right?
Okay.
But let's think about it like this. If we are basing, I'm not picking on you, Dion, I'm just using your point. If we base marriage as the institution as the standard, is it subjective? Like, this is what I mean.
Okay.
We can all readily pick out and label someone that's for the streets.
Okay.
We call it a yard tool, quote unquote. Yes. So my point is, there's no misunderstanding knowing what that standard is.
Okay.
Because it's behavioral driven.
Okay.
Just as it is in marriage. Like, okay, yeah, we may not be one size fits all and all those things, but we know if our behavior is aligning with the standard of the institution. If you believe, if you're not an open marriage kind of person, do you believe in monogamy in your marriage, honoring your vows?
Right.
If that's a standard, right? You honoring your vows, so that's not nothing to get mixed up about. It's a standard. And so again, should you be striking your person? No.
Right.
Are you going to always have good days? No. Is every day you're going to both have the same output? No. But the thing is, the result, even when you get down to vows, the standard is for better or for worse, sickness and in poor. Okay. So the point I'm saying is we do have standards that we can look at and measure our behavior against.
Right.
If we are willing to say, okay, am I the kind of person? Because some of this stuff I think we do, sometimes I think we connect and jump brooms by default. We haven't measured ourselves or our behavior against nothing. We look good, we got a bag, we have our own. So the average other person, we can attract them and they're gonna say yes if we ask, or he gonna ask her. One of the two. So the point is, we've made it that simple without really checking ourselves to be like, look, the number one thing I need to be checking is my behavior. Does my behavior align with someone to be accountable, trustworthy? They're going to have my back. They're gonna be a friend when you need. They're gonna be your lover, and they're gonna do. Here's the caveat, and they're going to do so, not self-servingly.
Okay.
They're going to do so selflessly.
Okay.
So those are the things we should look at. Look at okay, let's pick on me. Okay.
Oh, because I was going to ask you, but I didn't want to. I mean,
this how you get the head of the
because I was going to blast.
This how you get it from the paparazzi.
I was going to ask the question whether or not if Charles Dixon is marriage material.
I can say this loud and proud. Okay.
Oh, you proud of it too?
And I have said things like this on the show before.
Oh,
so Jesus. I can remember a time in life, and this is tell us how we all have aha moments about ourselves, where I probably, like back in the day, I was probably more marriage focused. I'm weaving through something. Once upon a time, I was more marriage focused because the thing was I had longer relationships. Not saying that I was perfect necessarily, but I was more focused into where I was and what I was doing and all those things. Then life happens, and then we go off on our prodigal son tour, and there you go. Okay, life is life. Now, so what I say, I can clearly say my behavior in those days were not even, look, I'm not going to just keep on saying those days like it ain't been no future issues. But the point is, in those days and coming forward at them, I know my behavior. That's why I keep going to be behavior. Although in my heart, I can say, oh, I grew up with my mother and dad, and I do love, right? And I do love the institution of marriage. But back then, and through the waves somewhere along the way, my behavior was not marriage material.
Got it.
So a lot of the times I could have easily turned the dial and got married many times. I knew though my behavior was not marriage material. So what I had to learn is, if you are really truly couture, the thing that you're leaving out about couture fashion, Adam, is it is unique.
Yeah.
And very few people, if you look at people that are real style connoisseurs, they have specific pieces in their closet. Not a lot of it. It's unique and it's usually rare.
Right.
So if you are a rare person, sometimes you're not done overnight.
Right.
It takes God a while to get you right.
To
get you consumable in the right way. So what I'm saying is, with my life, I have seen my world go through phases, and sometimes I even peek my head up back coming through years. I think I'm material. Then all of a sudden I'd be like, raise my hand, a tear comes. Hey, not material yet. It's still doing bad stuff. So the point is, you think you are until you test the material and you see that it's still cheap. It's still tearing easy. It's see-through. It's not quality yet.
Right.
Although your mind is saying, this is what I'm aspiring for, and this, that, and other. So it's not until you get to a point in your life, I feel like marriage material is when you say to yourself, not only am I in line and in control with my behavior, but I am also flexible.
Okay.
See, it's one thing to just have your behavior in check, but then come into it like, well, this is me. And if you don't adhere to this line, you're going over there somewhere. You know what I mean? That's not that's unrealistic to just feel like you're going to marry someone and they're going to come in automatically like this remote control person that you got to just click, do what I say. Click, don't talk. Click, don't cheat. Click. People are people. So they're going to do what they do, right? So the point is, you gotta say to yourself, okay, check behavior. Am I allowing me to control me? And when I say me to control me, those thoughts, those lusts, am I still a prisoner?
Yeah.
If you're a man or a woman that you've ever struggled with lust, or you've ever struggled with having your way with you and other things,
right?
You got to say, am I in control or is it in control of me still?
Yeah.
That's the first thing, because that whole lust thing is not only beholding to another person. It's to how you spend the house money, the decisions you make. All of those things come with behavioral changing. Right. So you start with that about yourself. How am I behaving? How am I controlling this behavior? And then you say, how ready am I to share me with someone? Because some of us are so tight and wound in our world that we don't really have room. We say we do, but we don't have room to share us with anybody because we tight. So we got to say, so behavior, sharing you with you, and being flexible. Those are the main things. You got to be flexible. Now, here's the kicker now. Flexible is flexible, but flexible really means we can meet and agree. It doesn't mean I win the influence battle every time. Because somebody can be saying, you be flexible. That means what if I say we going to church X, I don't care about the other church you found. This is where we going. That's not being flexible. That's controlling. So we got to be able to see that and go from there. And then after the behavior, after the sharing, after the being flexible, you got to say, now, this other person that I'm looking at, do I consider them irreplaceable? This is where we all get stuck, Adam. Because if you don't, you have to look in yourself and say, this person, they get on my nerves sometimes. Oh, they even hurt sometimes. They hurt me. I've hurt them. I didn't like what they said. I didn't like how that felt. But after all of those things, Adam, I feel this person is irreplaceable. And because they're irreplaceable, I got to put all those things I mentioned together into a gumbo, the behavior, the flexibility, the sharing, and say, okay, can we do this together? Your portion, your porridge and my porridge together.
Yeah.
And let's make something beautiful. You know what I mean? Something like that.
Yeah. You're absolutely important. Especially when you come to the idea of being flexible, the idea of being able to be, I guess, submitted and yielded to the other person. Yeah. You know, because you have your own personality, you have your own mindset. You want to do what you want to do when you want to do it, how you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to being in a relationship, it's absolutely imperative that you realize that if you're in a relationship, the relationship is not all about you. Otherwise, why be in a relationship? If it's all about you, stay by yourself. Wow. Be single.
Wow.
I mean, it's that simple. But to be in a relationship means that you have to be considerate and consider the other person.
Wow, that's good.
That's just it. You know what I'm saying? Why would I get into a relationship, let alone get married to somebody, and then I want to do it my way, and if you don't do it my way, you can hit the bricks, kick rocks.
Yeah.
What is the point of that? No. It's important that we are flexible. Okay, so let's put it like this. I think, like you've already said it, flexibility, and it's a part of what it means to be married.
Yeah.
It's a part of that behavior that we need to exhibit so that when we're in a relationship with somebody, they see it. See, that's the thing. They need to see it in us. And we need to know that it's in us so that we can all work together in this thing. If we want to be together, then we all got to do some things. We all gonna have to make some changes. I think I've said this before. Yeah. That it's important that we know how to accommodate the other person, right?
Yeah.
That we make space for them in our lives. That we're not just, hogging up all the space, taking up all the time, but that we're willing to say to them, hey, you know what? I want you to fill this spot. I want you to be in this spot with me. And I am willing to pull back out of this area so that you can fill this area. Wow. Because that's the point of being in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
Because if it's just about me, then I don't need you.
It's a one-man show.
Right? Yeah. I don't need you. I'm just going, but I want to be in relationships. I got to be with you. You know, I was sitting here thinking to myself, I was like, well, for me to say, and I know I'm going to call myself out on this.
Okay, all right.
I'm going to call myself out on this. For me to say that I am not marriage material, and I don't think I am, I really don't.
Okay.
It's interesting that this is my second marriage.
Wow.
Interesting.
See there, not married. I'm just kidding. Go ahead, I'm teasing. Go ahead, man. I'm just teasing. Go ahead.
I'm off the show. I'm Listen, but I realized that in being in the first marriage, it helped me to understand a lot about me. This is the reason why I said, I don't believe that I'm marriage material.
Wow.
Because of what I learned about me in the first marriage. I know sometimes when you get divorced and you want to blame the other person. No.
Yeah.
They were the only ones
in the room
that were culpable in the demise of the marriage.
Wow, that's good.
You know why? Because you were a part of it too.
Yeah.
So that means you have some culpability as well.
Yeah.
So I realized that there were some things in me that I didn't know about me. And I didn't know it until I got in the marriage. I didn't know that there were some things about me that I needed to address, that I needed to fix so that I can be better for the marriage. So when I got out of that one and was dating and got into a relationship with Maria, I realized, I'm not really marriage material, but I need to, because I love this woman the way that I do. I need to do some things in regards to working on me so that I can be the person that she needs me to be.
Wow.
I need to be the thing that she wants to be with. I need to be that. And so that means I need to change some things about myself. I need to work on me. I need to adjust my behavior so that way when certain things happen, I'm not just kirking off for no reason at all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that I'm actually going to be better. And I promised myself, I said, when I got out of the first one, I was like, you know what, nigga, if you don't begin to work, and I was like, you need to work on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need to work on you and get some stuff straight, man.
Wow.
If you are looking to have somebody else in your life, then your behavior needs to reflect that.
Wow.
Regardless of your introverted tendencies.
Yeah.
You need to breach out of that.
Yeah.
And welcome somebody into it. And thank God she's the type of woman that will come down into my office and be like, I just came to spend time with you. What you doing?
And you be like,
and I'd be like, okay.
You see I'm in the middle of this thing.
Right, okay. I do love her though. But that's what it takes, though, right? No, go ahead.
No, you know what's so funny about this whole thing is we really don't pay attention. That's why I asked you the question I asked before we did the show when you were saying I didn't feel like I was the material.
Yeah.
And I was saying to you, at any time did your person ever say, like, when I think we ignore, Adam, people that's with us or in our lives from a relational standpoint, we tell each other every day like an equalizer, whether we see you as material. Okay. We don't listen. When people are saying, like, just think about it. So if you with your person, Adam, and you out, you got on this sweater, and if it's to you thinking it's nice, but your person that's paying attention to your material is saying, babe, when we get home, your elbows they unstitched and they're just out. I can see your shirt through your sweater. This thing is nice though, but the person is telling you, I see the flaw that we need to work on, but we don't listen. Or if somebody's saying you are dismissive, you are short, you are you're too argumentative. Okay. These are people. These are inspections of your material. Okay. But we don't, because every material gets tested. Right. So when your person that quote unquote loves you, they're trying to test you by saying, yeah, babe, I do love you, but can you work on this a little bit?
Right.
But the problem is when they were talking, I saw people talking a lot about flexibility. If we are so honest, Adam, we are super selfish and we are not flexible. What we want is to meet someone that will be influenced by what we feel is the best route.
Okay.
We don't say, well, honey, let's collectively come together and discover what the best route is. Right. We can come from another marriage, another man or woman, and it could have been a broken situation that would warrant someone being humble enough to say, I'm going to do this differently.
Right.
But we still show up to marriage 2, 3, 4, man 25, woman 35, 40, number 40, whatever, and we still try the same thing. We still try to influence the person to allow us to win the leadership of the relationship, whether you're a man or woman. We got to stop this competing for leadership. And I don't mean necessarily leadership as, oh, you're being the covering. I'm talking about we want to be in a position to influence the direction of the relationship.
Yeah.
When I think we have to be open, to me, the best way to experience the ride is to be open to all the ebbs and flow of it. I don't need no one trying to control the narrative of it.
Right.
Let's be open to enjoy it together. You know what I mean?
No, because you're absolutely right. Because if I'm not, you got to be willing to share the load, if you will.
Yeah.
You got to be willing to be able to say, okay, you know what? I don't want to do this by myself. I don't want to do, as we say, I don't want to do life by myself.
Yeah.
I want to share my life with someone, regardless of my being alone. I want to share my life with someone. And so in order for me to be able to do that, Charles, that meant I had to alter and modify some things about me.
Wow.
I had to get to the place where I was able to communicate in a way where people understood what I was saying.
Wow.
Didn't happen overnight, but it did happen, and it's still happening.
Yeah.
And there are other things in me, in terms of being a little more social. I don't like social, working on it. I'm working on me. Touch a neighbor, say I'm working on me.
Yeah,
working on me, man. And I think when you really begin to realize who you are, and I think this is what I came out of. I came out the first marriage with a greater awareness of who I really was. When I realized who I really was and how I really am, I'm not talking about church Adam, not talking about work Adam, talking about Adam, the real Adam. When I really began to see how I really was. Let me do it. Don't let the devil use you. Let me do it. Let me do it. When I began to realize how I really was, I realized how much work I actually needed.
Wow.
And here's the thing, though, Charles. Not only did I realize how much work I actually needed, I realized that the work is literally ongoing.
Yeah.
That there is no end to the working on me. I never reach a real finishing point when I'm working on me. Y'all not going to talk to me today, but I never really reach a finishing point.
Yeah, wow.
Because I realize how much work I need to do.
Wow.
How deep the work is, how wide the work is, how high the work is, the dimension of the work. I need to be able to work on me so that I am the marriage material I'm supposed to be, if you really want to use that word.
Yeah.
That I'm not the obstruction in the marriage, that I'm not the problem, but I'm helping to solve the problem, even though I can be problematic. I can be problematic in a relationship.
Yeah.
But I can also be the answer to the problem.
Wow, that's good.
You know what I'm saying? And so it takes, I really do believe that if you have to have an awareness of yourself as you
I'm telling you.
And be willing to admit it. It's one thing to have an awareness of it, but it's another thing to admit, you know what, I probably shouldn't have said that like that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling right now. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have did that right there. When you're able to admit it, and then when you admit it, then you can change your actions, right? Because you can't change what you don't know. But the moment that you become aware of it, now I can change my actions. I can change my behavior because I'm aware of it now. I can do some things differently so that I become more conducive to the relationship, so that our marriage can actually work.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And I think, again, we put a lot of spotlights on everything else, on everybody else, but we really need to put the microscope
on ourselves. That's
so
it.
we can see ourselves for how we really are. You know how you are.
Yeah, and how messed
Here's
up
the
we
thing.
can be.
The other people know how you are too. They just waiting for you to own up to it.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what I'm saying? So that we can have peace in this home. And people at work trying to figure out why you always have an attitude.
Yeah.
You work
at
on
home
you.
Messed up. Yeah.
You need to work on yourself for a minute. Come on, let's be real.
But I think a big takeaway from this, Adam, is the self-aware piece.
Yeah.
Like really looking at you. Because sometimes what can be a detractor of being self-aware is being arrogant. You don't want to, sometimes arrogance can blind everything wrong with you, right? Arrogance, or you feel like, you can, let's just say you can get a bunch of men or women in the room and say, how many of you all think that you're marriage material? You're going to have some women that's going to sit there and be poised and be like, none of these people in here are marriage material like me. Now, you don't know none of them women, but you're judging, and you're thinking about yourself. Or men, you're thinking about how you show up, and you're thinking I show up better. But to somebody else, you show up ugly.
Yeah.
And you got to know yourself honestly. Like, for instance, okay, we picking on ourselves today. Okay, all right. I've discovered, Adam, I'm kind of like a hybrid situation, okay? Because part of me can be social. And all of those things. But then there is a component of me that I have learned over the years, Adam, that can easily not want to be bothered. But I completely but I've learned, this is how I can separate the relational path, Adam, because there's a part of Charles that don't want to be bothered. And then there's a part that completely will surrender to the person that I want to be with. That's in my life. Like if I'm in a relationship with my person, can you hear me? Your thing is skipping. Can you see? Can you hear me at the same time? Or can y'all hear us together? Because it looks like Adam's pausing. Or is it just me pausing? You breaking up from my side of it. Is it me or you? Y'all tell us who's skipping, me or Adam. But anyway, I'm just making a point.
I think it's both of us, maybe.
Yeah, because I'm looking at I got my computer, my Wi-Fi is working. It is yours.
Keep talking.
Okay. So anyway, so all I'm saying is, I had to identify that and just say, okay, there's a part of me that I need to work on. Because if you're sharing, you're sharing, right? You got to share you. You got to share you. You can't necessarily, own 100% the I don't want to be bothered part. Even if you're embracing your woman and loving or wanting to be around your woman, you still got to say, okay, I'm embracing her. I'm totally disarmed when I'm in her presence. But that part of me that don't want to be bothered, how much of that is affecting her? So I got to dial it back to get to a balance. Like, it's okay to, like we say, I'm going to do me, but sometimes doing us, Adam, keeps us with us. So we got to learn to do us together, not doing us singularly. You understand what I'm saying? And so again, a takeaway, I know y'all can't hardly hear it, but the point I'm making is this.
No, I don't exactly.
This is it. If we're going to dial it all the way back, marriage material starts with the single sewing. Marriage material starts single. Hold on. It starts single. If you're not a good single person, you're probably not going to be a good married person. You got to work on the single you. We always think, Adam, we think we can show up any kind of way and become an amazing married partner. It doesn't work like that. It only works when we work on who we are as single people. Not that we're going to ever perfect it, because nobody's perfect, but we can get to a point where we can deal with that behavior. We can deal with that sharing, and we can, I forget the other thing, but we can deal with all those parts of us that we are attempting to bring into somebody else's life. It's our responsibility to handle ourselves as single people before, and I mean single as in status, not necessarily relationship. Whoever we are, unmarried, you gotta work as best you can to bring that person to the best light as possible. Not perfectly, but possible. And then start there. And then if the other person is doing the same thing, then you both have a good chance. But gone are the days, Adam, are showing up to marriages and showing up to people wanting to be engaged, not self-aware of who you are. Be aware and make the necessary corrections on those things that are broken about us. Those jagged edges, file them. That's your job to file them, not the other person. You know what I mean? Before you get to them. That's all. Something wrong with somebody's computer. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Your thing. Can you hear me? Your thing got a delay. You got a delay.
I'm frozen.
Hey, go out and come back in. Go out and come back in.
Bad. I'm about to refresh real quick.
Yeah, it's your thing.
Okay.
Just go out and come back in. Yeah. But yeah, can y'all y'all tell us if we were speaking in two different languages or two different times? On my side, it was looking like I was talking, but he wasn't understanding, or he was like minutes behind or minutes before what I was saying. So who knows? But anyway, yeah, we gotta work on this single part. Can you hear me now, Adam?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
You can hear me? Okay, got it.
Can you hear me?
Yes. The whole, Bruce says the whole. I'm just like, man, I don't want somebody think your thing is your pixels are getting a little funny too. I don't know if you see that on your side. Your pixels are getting a little funny.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's looking like you're getting pixels. I can see you, but you getting like frosty and pixels all doing whatever's doing. But yeah, man. So people are saying they can hear us. But yeah.
You started.
But yeah, no, man. We like I said, good. we had
no. The only thing I was gonna say, I was gonna add to this.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go. You say you were going to add. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Charles.
You just said you was going to add to it. Oh my God!
I hate when we have technical difficulties. No, the only thing I was going to say was that we need to work on ourselves. Like we need to work on our technical difficulties right now.
Yeah, somebody computer. Yeah, man.
It's crazy.
Well, just remember, y'all. Listen, at the end of the day,
it ain't been this bad in a minute.
Yeah, I'm telling you, your thing is. It's like it's really your pixels are. It's looking like your connection is really bad. Okay. That's what it's looking like. I don't know what it is, but yeah. I mean,
okay. Let me log all the way out, and I'm gonna come all the way back in. I'm gonna get all.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead, man. Dang. So okay, all right. So here's the thing. We have to stay on that part about just kind of monitoring, watch how you show up, how your behavior materializes in your relationship. That's the telltale moniker. Watch how your ability to share shows up or lack thereof. We got to work on those things. And then the other part of it is we got to say to I'm looking, trying to look at my notes, y'all. And the other part of it is, so there's the behavior, there is the sharing, and then being flexible. Just remember, behavior, sharing, your ability to share, and your ability to be flexible. Meaning it's not all about me and my way. Oh, so Dion said this. It must be between you two because it's a clear picture and sound. That's just weird because on my side, it's a delay from my side of it. You hear it too, Adam. To me, I don't know why it's like it's a delay.
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
That's weird. But anyway,
yeah.
Now, what you got to say?
A little bit. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. Anyway, y'all, we appreciate y'all for tuning
it's a delay.
in.
I don't know what's this weird. I don't know.
Yet another week. Appreciate
this just goes to show we need to work on the technical side of this.
Yeah, look, it's my turn. That's
the whole point of this.
Time. Yeah,
because if you're not on the same page, then you can't work together.
Right. We can't have we got to be on the same frequency. No,
but there is a value in the work.
Yeah.
That's right. Same frequency. That's right. That's right.
Same
That's
frequency.
Right. All this delaying because we're talking on two different wavelengths right now.
Yeah, for sure. Lord, no, I agree, man.
Oh,
yeah, I was just like, but whatever it was, it really just started happening. It was just weird.
We do.
Yeah, but anyway, so at the end of the day, man, listen, we're not gonna let it distract us. We'll just bring the ship on into the dock. But at the end of the day, again, those of the world, heck, I'm gonna just say this: even married people, Adam, still need to perfect the material them. Not everybody that's in marriages are in material shape marriage-wise. They're not. Of course, there's some unmarried people that's working on themselves or divorced people on this, that, and other. But I'm saying that to say we all need to be conscious of the work needed to improve ourselves, to show up better to the people we call spouse or the people we call our partners that we want to make spouses or whatever that looks like, or to be committed to, whatever the case. Show up better, make more conscious, unselfish decisions. And that's a hard word sometimes to say because by default, Adam, it's easy for us to be selfish. And it's hard for us to do the work to break the patterns of selfishness. But anyway, it's possible on tonight. But anyway, what you got to say? Go ahead. Really? That's it. I'm going to call.
No, man, I don't have numbers because I can barely hear you, and this thing is just breaking up crazy, man.
Well, don't worry, you'll get a call in a minute from the producers.
Have to redo it next week.
Yes.
Something, I don't know.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all for being patient with us. We will definitely see y'all next week. Well, you know what? I take that back. Maybe to be determined, because we might have we'll figure out something for next week, but we'll work it out. Appreciate y'all for being there and holding us down. All right. Can you hear me now, Mr. Ford? Oh, my goodness. Anyway, the technical difficulties have won the show today.
I can hear you now.
Oh, you can?
I can hear you now.
All right, okay, all right. So again, does somebody I tell you, does somebody got a parting word before it just kills the thing, period? Does somebody got a parting word?
Make sure you do your work on you. That's all I can say at this point. Make sure you do your work on you. This is crazy.
Yeah, indeed. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with us nonetheless. We appreciate y'all. Yeah, go ahead. And then we will see you all next time. Be safe, be blessed. Have a great weekend.